citadel of the city, the upper part, and you could advance from there. Like toward those pillars of the fort were swollen.
I'm Sam Millen, and I'm an Adventist pastor in the Pacific Northwest. However, today I'm far from home. I'm actually in the country where I was born, and currently we are in a city called Plovdiv, which is widely regarded to be the oldest continuously inhabited city in all of Europe. And we came across a sign here in the old town which says "Smetova miastu," in this place, po vreme na golemite gonения срещу християните, during the time of the great persecution against Christians, при Imperator Diocletian, under the Emperor Diocletian, in the year 304, izbiti, martyred. Here are 37 Christians from Plovdiv. These are saints, martyrs, witnesses who died for their faith under the great persecution, the last great persecution of Christians under the Roman Empire, because this is less than a decade before the Edict of Milan, when the Emperor Constantine ceased all persecution of Christians by issuing the Edict of Milan in the year 313. So this is the year 304 CE. And I wanted to read from the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verses 6 to 9, because currently we are going through a sermon series on the book of Revelation, and we have been going through the scene where there's a scroll, and the only one worthy to open the scroll, to unfurl the scroll, the plan of redemption. If you think of a scroll like a war plan that is given to a general who is capable of implementing it, or an architectural plan given to a great architect who is able to construct a magnificent structure, the only one worthy to unfurl the scroll and to implement the plan of redemption, to make everything right in the world again, is Jesus Christ. And Jesus is presented in Revelation as a lion, the lion of the tribe of Judah, the royal line. He is the true king, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. However, he looks like a lamb who was slain. It is because of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross that Jesus is the only one worthy of implementing the plan of redemption, to make all things right in our world again. It is because he conquered evil on the cross. And in order to implement the plan of redemption, Jesus needs to unfurl the scroll by removing the 7 seals. And one of the seals, the 5th seal, is the one I want to read. When the Lamb broke the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of all who have been martyred for the word of God and for being faithful in their testimony. They shouted to the Lord and said, "O sovereign Lord, holy and true, how long before you judge the people who belong to this world and avenge our blood for what they have done to us?" Then a white robe was given to each of them, and they were told to rest a little longer until the full number of their brothers and sisters, their fellow servants of Jesus who were to be martyred, had joined them. And so they are told to wait a little longer until the full number of their fellow servants of Jesus were to be martyred. And as the Lamb continues to open each seal, to break each seal, to open the scroll, when we get to the 7th seal, there's a scene of 7 trumpets. And the number 7 obviously is symbolic of completeness, perfection. 7 trumpets. Trumpets were used in the ancient world for warning blasts. So the whole world will be completely, fully warned. And that means that everyone will have had an opportunity to turn away from evil and to turn towards God, to hear the gospel, the good news that Jesus has conquered evil on the cross. And so this scene is the final scene when the 7th seal is broken, when everyone has been fully warned and has had an opportunity to turn towards God. that is when God will make all things right again, when the plan of redemption will be fully implemented, when everything will be made right in the world again.